Hey gang, still here. So today we're gonna put deluxe trim on a 55 through 59 Chevy big window truck. And I searched the YouTube post and I couldn't find anybody else doing it. So I'm gonna show you how I do it. Got a couple little tricks so it'll make it a little easier, and when you get done, it'll come out a little nicer. I've done quite a few of these things. I've even put them on. You can put them on non-big window trucks also. Give it kind of a two-tone color there if you want to. But anyway, this is how I do the deluxe trim on a 55 second gen to a 59 Chevy half-ton or even a bigger truck if you want to. Truck. So here we go. I'm gonna turn this around. All right. So this truck already had the deluxe trim on the back of it. We put new aftermarket doors on it, so we gotta drill the holes to put the trim on. So here, sagging a little bit. I gotta get it up soon. Anyway, so what I do is I tape the trim in place, get it lined up best you can, which isn't as hard. Anyway, and I go around with the felt tip marker and I mark the edge where it's gonna sit. The front sits a little further forward than you think it would normally, so you got to put it on there to actually get it set. And if you look at the door, it gets kind of narrowed down through here. I'm not sure if it's because it's an aftermarket door or just because it's the way it is, but anyway, that's what it is. So anyway, so now that I've marked it, I taped it on here, I marked it with a marker inside and out. So I take the trim back off of it, this side. You can see you have the top and the bottom line. So you measure between the two, find the middle, and get your distance to it. On this one, it's about just a butt hair under 3/8 of an inch. So I went around and marked them all, okay, where I was gonna put them at. I marked them up high also, okay? I'll tell you why that in a minute here. So we mark all of them. I pre-drill them with 1/8 inch bit. And then I come back with a 7/32 bit. It has to be a 7/32 bit. If you use something bigger or smaller, you're gonna have a problem putting the clips in, okay? So anyway, I make it a little higher, and then on the chrome or stainless, I go around and I mark the stainless where each pin is gonna go. So when I put the clips in here, I put the clips in, and then I put a small piece of cardboard behind each one to hold it in place and to pad it. If you don't put these in here, you're gonna ding your stainless. I guarantee it, you will end up with at least one ding. No one's that good, okay? So if you pad them all, and then when you go to put them on, you gotta push from the inside a little bit with the clip with the needle nose. But we'll get to that here in a minute. So I'm gonna go around and drill all the ones on here with a 7/16 bit, and we're gonna come back and I'll show you how we're gonna put how the trim looks like when it's on. So then, by the way, putting magic marker in your paint is no big deal. You just come back with a little bit of acetone, it wipes right off like no big deal. Okay. And by the way, this is the color of this is blood orange, house of color blood orange. It's in the shade right now, so you can't really see the pop, but this thing is beautiful. So anyway, so I'm gonna drill these and I'll come back. Bye now. By the way, so I put a little tape around my 1/8 inch bit to give it some padding when I'm drilling it, so I don't go in and hammer the truck when it pops through. So yeah, just a little bit of tape on your bit will give you a little cushion, or you could use a piece of rubber, but 1/8 inch is pretty small. It's kind of hard to get a piece of rubber that big. Besides, it'll grab a hold of your paint worse than the tape will. So anyway, so I'll drill these out and I'll be right back. So here's a picture of the passenger side with the trim just taped in place. Okay, this one here being kind of a booger. You gotta push it up before I mark it, otherwise it'll be hanging too low. Get your trim set before you get it all marked up, otherwise it's not going to line up when your door's closed. Don't worry about the body lines as much as the trim, because the trim's what's going to jump out and grab you by the eyes, okay? So get that done, and then I'll go around and I'll mark on them where I'm going to put the clips. So I mark on the body and I mark on the trim also, and then I'll pull the trim back off it again, take a measurement, drill the holes with 1/8 inch bit, come back with a 7/16, drill with a 7/16, and then put the clips in the trim with the padding or cardboard, whatever you want to call it, and there you go. That's how you do it. Okay, all right, with it taped in position, You can see I went around and marked it. This one you can feel in the back. I put back here, but the top one up here, I put pretty far forward. Otherwise, you're gonna have a clip coming through where your rubber runs right here, or it's gonna come back here too far, and your forehead's gonna catch it when you get out of the car. So then I just kind of space them out evenly, you know, and then not like that, two across the bottom, and that's all you need really. Then I'll pull it off. I'm gonna measure from here down 3/8 of an inch. Drill the holes on each mark with an 1/8 inch bit. Come back around with a 7/32 bit. Drill, open up one more time, and then put the clips in the trim with the cardboard and snap it on. Here's a better look at each clip with a piece of tab behind it. Little piece of cardboard. Not too thick, just kind of a thin piece of cardboard. I use the piece off of my Raptor liner box. So just cut them down, get them tight as you can. You have to be exact, just get the hold, and it'll also hold the trim out in place. So now we're gonna put the trim on it. Select those stubbers or suppliers and push them in a little bit, work them in a little bit. There it is, one side done. So now I'll go back with the last tone, clean the trim and clean the paint off. It's all done. Everything lines up good. It's that simple. So, like I said, the 7/32 bit, super important. Don't try cheapskating it and getting a 1/4 inch bit or something you have laying around. The bit hole size is super important, otherwise it won't fit up tight or it'll go in too hard, okay? Little padding behind your clips, makes it so you don't put dings in the trim as you're putting it on, but you still can do it if you push too hard. Don't push right on the clip, push to the side, to the front or back of the clip a little bit. So you're not pushing on the clip, okay? That's also another area, another way to not get a ding in your trim. But I love that trim. It looks really nice in these trucks. Like I said, the back was already on. It already had holes in the back, so I didn't really worry about that too much. It's really pretty. It's the same thing. Okay, you just gotta position it, tape it in place, take your Sharpie. Okay, and give a shout out to Milwaukee. They make the most badass Sharpies possible. Okay, I buy only these. The old Sharpies. Okay, they suck. They'll last what, a couple weeks, throw them away. These things, I don't know, they just don't go bad. They last forever. And the tips stay nice and sharp. Well, that one's kind of wore out because I've had it for about a year. Anyway, they just don't go bad. I lose them more than I even throw them away. So anyway, Milwaukee Sharpies or Milwaukee ink pens. Okay, these are the way to go. Anyway, that's it. See you on the flip side. Bye now.